Welcome back to Top 5 Gaming, people. Fortnite, as much as I love the game to death, had some things in it that I feel the game could definitely do without. Things that are sometimes annoying, other times unfitting, but we could just stab a ballpoint pen through the back end of the things or coating of them, and not many people would really complain. Well, except for this guy. Not exactly sure why this guy has a problem, but I think we can all agree that he's a silly goose. Speaking of silly geese, if you like this video and subscribe right now, we here at Top 5 Gaming will grant you immunity from any future Canadian geese attacks that may come your way. Those Canadian geese are out of control, man. They don't give a fuck. Like, you ever go to the park and these dudes are just dropping bombs and trying to bite little kids like they're the big boss of the park or something? Only you can prevent wild geese attacks and things that need to be removed from Fortnite. But let's get into the question of the day. And at the number 5 spot for the top 5 worst things in Fortnite that need to be removed, we've got the gold minigun. When the minigun first got added, it was awesome. It was one of the best weapons to tear down forts and hold down enemy players with. The reason for that is because the minigun can fire at such a fast firing rate. But not only that, but you don't even have to reload when using it. You can just spam that thing for basically eternity as long as you have the ammo for it. And the only thing you really have to worry about is getting sniped. The only issue was that the minigun would take a few seconds to sort of charge up after you held the trigger down before you could start your shooting spree. If you were able to do that without issues, you could become a freaking tank. The minigun was just incredibly powerful, especially when it came to destroying other players' forts, and is still a great weapon to use for map destruction. But as more and more fast-firing and big magazine weapons have been added to the game, the minigun has kind of started to lose its popularity. First came the light machine gun, which is not only more accessible as it comes in rare and epic variants, meaning you have an easier chance finding one in game, but it also doesn't require the user to wait a few seconds before starting to shoot. Not only is there no delay, but it also deals more damage, as just the rare LMG deals 25 points per shot, while the gold minigun only does 19. And of course, there are some disadvantages to the LMG, and that includes the fact that it does have a cap to its mag size, and with it being at 100 and a firing rate 4 points lower than the minigun. But even then, that's still extremely powerful, and it still does have a lot of ammunition to be spitting out. It's not like you'd spend more than 100 minigun shots on a target previously anyway, so even the minigun is not the greatest. The only strength the minigun really had was its firing rate, but now with the Tommy gun, its firing rate is not even something that amazing anymore, as the drum gun has a firing rate of 9 bullets per second, whereas the minigun has 12. Yeah, it's lower, but just the green Tommy gun alone can deal 26 points of damage, which is already more than the rare LMG, and it's also stronger than the gold minigun. The minigun doesn't really stand a chance in the current meta with all these new fast and powerful weapons being added, and now we're seeing new SMGs being added as well as older ones getting more powerful, pushing the minigun further and further down in popularity. I mean, to be honest though, that P90 is just everything. It covers the shotgun meta, it takes over the SMG meta, and now it takes over the LMG/Tommy gun meta. Like, what can't you use that new P90 for? Seriously. Number 4, the bush. Holy shit, the bush. Back in the first or 2 seasons of Fortnite, the bush used to be quite a popular item to use. If you managed to find one of these babies, you could ride them for miles. No, you could use it to camouflage yourself in one. While you move around the map during Season 1, the game was still fresh, and not many players were used to the map, the meta, or anything really. Everyone was pretty much a noob, and because of that, tactics such as hiding in a bush were so viable back then. I mean, think about it. There are so many bushes in the game. Are you really going to check each and every bush to make sure no one is hiding in there? That just seems like a waste of time to me. Because of that, people could be really sneaky and get the jump on enemy players by hiding in bushes and then coming out when players got close enough to them. Now, that was back in the earlier days of Fortnite. Nowadays, no one really uses the bush anymore. Players can much more easily spot suspicious looking bushes, and slower tactics involving bushes are no longer really useful as the game is becoming so much more action-packed as stronger and faster weapons as well as vehicles are getting added to the game. Everyone has to pretty much be able to participate in build battles, so you don't really have much time to hide in a bush and do well in matches. If you get spotted in a bush, you're guaranteed to die in seconds. You might make it to top 5, but other than that, you're not really going to win. The only way these things can really be used is if you just camp in the bush for the entirety of the game and then hop out when there's only a few players left. But that's such a cheap and crappy tactic. I mean, yeah, it's a strategy. I'll give you that. You're not wrong when you say that, but you're not going to improve from that. Like, come on, dude. No one likes scummy players like that. So if that's really the only useful way to use them now, Epic may as well just get rid of the bush. Number 3, the stupid glitch that doesn't allow you to go back to a default skin or remove your back bling. Now, the next thing that we need gone from Fortnite isn't a trash or overpowered weapon or an item, but a glitch that's been occurring quite recently that's pissing off a lot of players and they just have not fixed yet for some weird reason. Unfortunately, whenever we have new content added to the game, there are always bugs and glitches that make its way alongside the new additions. That hasn't been an exception during Season 5. One of the more annoying glitches happening in game currently is one that doesn't allow you to switch back to a default skin or remove your back bling. Now, this isn't that annoying for players that don't care for going back to the default skin, but some skins do look better without a back bling. So for the guys who want a cleaner looking skin without one, this can be quite annoying. There are some ways to go around this glitch, and one of the best ways to do so is by switching between the random skin or back bling and no skin back bling by switch spamming and hitting X, and if lucky, it will remove it from your player. But it takes some trial and error, but it works. However, wouldn't it just be better if Epic just got rid of this dumb glitch by fixing it? Perhaps by the time this video is up, the glitch has already moved, but if not, Epic, what are you doing? What are you doing, Epic? Number 2. Fortnite has been dominating the Battle Royale scene for what seems like forever. It's sillier, more fun, and just an overall more unique game than most of the other Battle Royale games out there. While Fortnite has been the most popular Battle Royale that's been satisfying fans for months, there's some things that fans have been wanting in Fortnite that other Battle Royale games have to offer, and one of those biggest features has been vehicles. Vehicles make moving around the giant map so much less of a chore. There are even iOS Battle Royale games with vehicles in it, so Epic thought they should step it up by finally adding private jets with built-in chug jugs. Okay, maybe we haven't gotten private jets yet. We're not quite there, boys. We actually got shopping carts instead. It's not exactly what fans thought we would get as our first vehicle, like the Edition, but it was quite a fun one. Fans started to mess around by creating mini roller coasters with them and initiating drive-by. Shopping carts were pretty awesome for the first few days, but then came the wave of glitches and bugs, which really screwed things up to the point where they had to get shopping carts out of the game temporarily because people were using it for actually winning the game. When they came back, we didn't have quite as many of the game-breaking glitches, like the ones where you got launched into the sky and the other ones where you could glitch underneath the map, so things did get a little bit better and shopping carts started to become used more and more, especially when Playground Mode got added where players were able to make amazing crash courses. However, after the latest season came out, shopping carts have become kind of useless, and that's because of the addition of golf carts. Golf carts are Fortnite's first real vehicle for players to use in-game, and they're really awesome and fast. You can get all your squad mates to hop on, and you don't need anyone to push as it's got its own engine to run on, unlike shopping carts that needed a push every damn second. Because of how fast and useful golf carts are, shopping carts have really lost their usefulness. I mean, players barely even use them anymore, and they don't really offer you much, especially because golf carts give you everything they offer and much more. And while they're not bad, there's new golf carts, and the shopping carts do have a ton of undermap and other exploitable glitches that have come with it, so there's not really that much of a reason for them to be in the game anymore. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? This is the one I was kind of iffy about on the list, to be honest. As to the honorable mentions, we've got only having 50v50 as an LTM mode. The limited time modes that Epic has been adding are really cool. I love the variety of modes there are as they give you so many different ways to play. One of the fan favorites has been 50v50. It's fun having two teams go head to head in an epic battle royale. The build battles and forts that get created are ridiculous. 50v50 also gives the players an opportunity to get a taste of winning because there's literally a 50v50 chance of getting a win. So if you haven't ever gotten a victory royale, you will by playing 50v50 because of how many players love 50v50. Epic has finally decided to keep it as more than just an LTM. It's almost basically become a permanent game mode by now, as it's been in the game for so long. However, while 50v50 is fun, fans are getting tired of the fact that this is the only other game mode to try out other than the standard ones. We don't want 50v50 removed entirely, but we would love for Epic to switch things up by giving us other modes such as snipers only or splits rather than just having 50v50 every day. And at the number 1 spot, we've got Loot Lake. Believe it or not, Loot Lake used to be one of the most popular spots to land in Fortnite. The house in the middle of a lake would always have at least 3 people diving down towards it. I mean, well, what would you expect with a place called Loot Lake? Of course, a lot of people were going to land there. The house in the middle could score you a few chests, and you could even find chests in the boats floating around the lake. This is still true, but people don't really like going to Loot Lake, and the reason for this is because as time has gone on, it's become one of the most hated locations in the game, and it's hated because walking through the lake is extremely annoying. Bodies of water slow down your movement heavily, so if you're trying to walk through the lake, you'll spend a lot of time just trying to jump and speed up the process, but while you're doing that, you're basically a sitting duck. With the game becoming more and more action-packed, you can't waste a single second trying to go through water, or you're at high risk of being sniped. You've got to be on your feet at all times, and with tilted towers being like right next to it, chances of someone spotting you and taking you out aren't that low, and sometimes you get a storm where you're in a fight, so you don't realize how long you're taking, or maybe you don't even have a choice because somebody's just on you, and then the storm comes, and then you're pushed through Loot Lake or Tilted Towers, and those are just 2 places that you do not want to be pushed through because the people at Tilted Towers will stay there as long as they possibly can until they're physically forced through, and then even after they're forced out, they'll wait another 10 seconds because they want to kill each other for some weird reason because they're just hungry for death, I guess. That's especially true when the storm and circle are situated. Oh, so unfortunately that caused you to walk through the lake towards safety. Nobody likes this place, so Epic needs to make a change. This place needs to get removed or at least replaced with something better. What if this place was changed into a water park or something along those lines? I think that would be amazing, honestly, but that has been our list of the top 5 worst things in Fortnite that should be removed. Let me know if you guys agree with this list. You don't have to agree with this list to have enjoyed the video, but subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a like down below if you've enjoyed in any way, shape, or form. Don't forget to answer the question of the day and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.